Welcome into King's Table, guys, a show where we review toys, we review comic books, I talk a lot, Chris sits there, we watch movies usually without each other because we can never coordinate schedules.
Yeah, you don't ever let me know.
I know, I try. Well,
Phil doesn't let me know.
But, you know, I don't invite you sometimes because I am a terrible person.
Yes.
I pirate a lot.
I would agree with that. That's not okay.
I know, that's okay.
I know you're joking about that.
But, you know, it is what it is. Anyways,
We don't condone piracy.
We don't condone pirates.
Okay.
Of the Caribbean.
Just so you know.
That movie's going to be terrible.
He's joking.
Pirates of the Caribbean sucks.
Okay. I don't know. This next one looks kind of promising.
I don't really know what it's about.
They
haven't shown much. I fell off that ship a long time ago.
They haven't shown much, but it looks halfway decent.
I liked the first two, though. I'll say that.
Yeah, they were. The first one was really good. So anyway.
You fired up the camera for a reason.
I did.
What's the reason?
I got a couple cool things in the store. I thought
what
I'd show you. One, I know you're going to lose your mind over.
I hope so.
But I'm going to save that one for the last.
The last one?
Yes.
So you're just going to show me. Okay, I haven't seen this yet.
Boom, this guy came in.
Oh, that is all. So I love Darth
you guys already. I got the R2 and the Han in. You guys saw that. But then this one came in, and this one, if you guys know, this one only comes in the display stand one. So you have to pay $40, and you get him and like the stand for the rest of the figures. I didn't want no stand. I just wanted Darth Vader.
So there's another video of you doing the R2?
R2 and Han Solo, yeah.
Okay, link in the description probably, or a little bubble.
Yeah, thanks for adding
more work. Anyways,
yeah, it's really neat. And if you guys collect the Star Wars Black Series figures, you know, I know you don't know, but they've done two other Vaders already. One with like a see-through like helmet where it looks like he's being electrocuted, a Walgreens exclusive, and then they did a regular release one where his helmet actually came off and it had the burnt Anakin.
Okay.
And as you guys know, that one sucked because the helmet was all wonky and weird, and it just
didn't fit right.
It just looked weird. It looked like it came off, and it's just not that good.
Oh, that's not good.
This one, the helmet is just straight on there, and it's sculpted, and it actually looks really good, and I'm pretty happy with it.
I like everything except his little finger waggle.
What?
Look at that finger sticking out. It's like this. It's like he's making a gang sign.
It's like he's choking.
Well, I know. That's with one finger?
No, look at his thumb.
No, it's one finger. Okay, two. These fingers.
He's choking.
He does this in the movie, not this.
No, he does this.
He does a little pincher. Does he do just pincher claws?
Yes.
That's lame.
Did you not see Rogue One?
I saw Rogue One.
Where he's coming around the corner, he's like that?
Oh, yeah, that's a gang symbol. Rogue One. What's up?
But no, he's choking in the very first.
I don't use your hell hand. Whole hand, Darth. Don't.
I don't know. I like Kylo Ren's better. Where he just said to get over here.
I love Kylo Ren. I'm a big fan of that crybaby. I love the crybabies.
I'm the same way. I love to hate that guy.
No, I just love the evil guys. The Sith are way better than Jedis.
They always got the cool stuff, but
they
do always lose.
Well, bad guys usually lose.
Yeah. Well,
that's because you know why? Because there can only be so many bad guys, and too many people want to save the day. Too many people try to save the day and ruin it. It is the exact opposite of comic books.
Yeah.
But movies and stuff like that, there's always a bunch of goodies running around, and the bad guys that finger waggle pinch.
That's all he needs.
Yeah, that's all he needs. Well, he doesn't even need that. He could just stand there and just stare you down.
Man, imagine if he used the whole hand, he'd probably just disintegrate him.
I want that.
Yeah,
I want him to
It would be
people.
really cool.
That's a real cool toy. So Kenner always makes great toys.
Yeah, but it's not Kenner.
Well,
Come on, we've had this conversation before.
Well, what is it?
So Hasbro bought Kenner in the 90s.
Well, why does it say Kenner then?
Because this is a vintage style action figure, and they were Kenner toys back in the day.
So, but they bought them.
Yes.
So technically, it is a Kenner if it's of the same make.
If you want to say so,
it is
okay, but it's not.
It's a Hasbro.
It's made by Hasbro.
Okay.
But it gives the vintage look.
Well, I see, and I love Kenner toys, so that's why I thought.
I love Kenner toys.
I do. They made great Alien figures.
They were okay.
They were great. Don't be a jerk. Stop it.
They were okay.
Is it working? Yeah!
No, it's not.
Oh.
Okay.
All right. Well, no, that was cool. So it came in today?
Yeah, literally came in today. So I got one more I know you're going to love.
Okay, I'm excited for this one.
And if you want it, you can buy it.
How much is it?
I don't know, a lot.
All right, well, let's show it first, and I'll tell you.
This guy right here.
Oh, yeah! Usagi Jimbo. Oh, I always say it wrong. Usagi Jimbo. You know what he is?
What is he?
Okay, so Usagi Jimbo is a Dark Horse American comic character, and he does tons of crossovers with the Turtles.
Yeah.
He does a lot, and mainly, though, when he does crossovers, a lot of people, he does crossovers with the Turtles. He mainly works with Leonardo. almost always it's just him and Leonardo primarily working together, showing off their swords.
Because Leo's the coolest one.
He is not. So that's why he has to run away with the tortoise and the hare story.
Oh,
and
man.
yeah, because that's the only person he could beat, is just like the moral of the Aesop's Fable or whatever it is.
Okay.
But no, they usually team up in the video games, in the comics, in the cartoons, even in the new stuff that Nickelodeon owns.
Oh.
So he is a huge part of the turtle, and this is one of the original ones.
Yeah, it's original.
Which is
Unpunched,
great,
man.
Yeah, it is. I mean, great. These were the best. This was the best series of Ninja Turtle toys.
Yeah.
I grew up with these, and I remember I used to go to Ace Hardware.
Ace Hardware?
Because Pahrump, the small town I'm from, show probably on a map. It's the middle of nowhere, Nevada. There's not many stores, and we had one grocery store, one gas station, and one Ace Hardware. And Ace Hardware is where you got your toys.
Really?
Because you'd go with your dad, and you'd get, some tools, and then you'd run to the toy section that was really tiny, and they always had Ninja Turtles and Kenner Alien toys, and I would get these guys. Wow. And I collected a ton of them and opened them and played with them like you're supposed to.
Wow.
And they always came with like a ton of multiple extra weapons, and if you were really lucky, you could always get the Ooze, which is talked about on the back, and you'd get the mini turtles, and I mean, they were just so cool. And also, the best part about these packagings were they were just like cereal boxes.
Yeah.
So like they just had fun, wacky facts. Like they would tell you about the character, but then it said like the only good turtle is soup, and that's the category of the bad guys.
No,
it doesn't say.
Yeah, it's like their slogan.
Right, that's what I mean. That's how you knew. Oh, that's the bad guy section. And then one good turtle deserves another is the slogan for the good guy category. And they always had a bunch of like they showed you every single thing. And the other cool part is, so on this one, it looks like whenever we open those Legos or whatever with Phil, and you break apart things and it's just a square piece of plastic that held everything together, you throw it away. This is actually a rack to hold all the weapons. Yep. So if you ever get this and you open it, don't throw that away. That's actually part. Now it'll tell you that on the back, but just, most people nowadays opening toys would probably be like, oh, that's just a piece of junk. Yeah.
I had these
great toy.
I had these when I was a kid, but they were my brother's. He was the 80s kid, and I was the 90s kid. So I had all of his toys to play with, and he was huge Ninja Turtle like you. Yeah. Definitely Ninja
Well, I mean, they were one of the greatest things ever that started as a joke. They were a Daredevil.
They were a joke.
A joke.
It was funny. They didn't catch on.
He is cool, though.
The guy I got this from? Yeah. I got this from a guy you'll see in the future on an episode of Toy Kings.
Awesome.
This was Jason.
Oh, okay, Jason.
Not the Jason you've seen already. This is a new Jason.
Jason 2.
Jason 2. Yeah.
And not the Jason from the Friday the 13th fan film we're going to be doing. Totally different Jason.
Yeah, totally different Jason. But there's lots of Jasons. But yeah, he brought this in yesterday. Last night.
Oh, dude, that is great.
It's really cool.
It's not graded yet, though.
Not yet.
Not yet.
It's in really good shape, too.
I mean, that's great condition. It's a great character, too, because he's in the lore of the Ninja Turtles. I mean, they can package him, but he is part of them, but he's not, which is why he's one of my favorite characters, because he does a lot. But his own comics, too, are almost like Japanese manga, you know what I mean? Very old school, traditional style. And the Ninja Turtles original comics, if you ever read them, they were black and white and drawn the same way like manga. So it makes a ton of sense to have a character like this, not just because he's a furry animal, and he's big, and he plays with swords like Leonardo, but it coincides with everything the Ninja Turtles did with the original parts of their comic. Of having a character in black and white, a little bit of the violence, the Japanese style, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful character, great storyline. So if you have a chance, even if you can't just get the Dark Horse his stuff, read the stuff with him and the Turtles or watch it, and it's great. It's still continuing to this day.
Was Savage Dragon in the vintage toys?
I don't know that. I don't want to say the wrong thing here.
I don't think so.
I'd have to look it up.
He's also kind of like him, where he was like mixed in every once in a while.
And they have a few, and I mean that's like a lot of toy companies do that. Like I remember one of the worst comics I ever read was Batman and Superman versus Aliens and Predator.
This is weird.
It is so bad.
It's like the new Archie versus Predator.
Right. It was. I mean, it's not the artist did a job. They did their job. They drew and color. It just wasn't the greatest style, but it was a terrible story. It was essentially the crappy movie we got of them in a pyramid fighting those things. Just Superman and Batman instead.
I mean, I thought.
I didn't think the movie was that terrible.
AVP was okay.
it was okay, but the thing was, it wasn't what we expected.
Yeah.
But let's not get into that tangent.
No,
what I'm saying is,
that's
another crossover thing, and there's a lot of those that happen, and so this is one of the greatest characters to do that, and it's not just my bias of being a Ninja Turtle fan, because, you know, that's my thing. But great piece. How much do you want? Let's talk about that off camera. Let's not do that on the camera, because I don't want to get in trouble with my wife. As everybody knows, that's usually the fear.
Oh, so we gotta keep that on the hush hush on the DL.
Awesome stuff came in the store today, dude. I love it.
Yeah.
Well, guys, we hope you enjoyed this episode of Toy King's Table. You know, where we do stuff like this, review toys, talk about what Chris always gets a hold of and I have to pay too much for or never buy. And like, subscribe, share, do all the good stuff. Help us, help you. Give us some comments. Make fun of me. I don't care. Just help us get out there. We got a bunch of like giveaway videos coming up. We got more stuff to do with you guys. And we sure as hell hope to see you on the next episode of Toy Kings.
See you later, guys.